Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
The Raiders at 500 at 6-6. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Watson.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Well, this defense, very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Dobbins trying the left side.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
Off play action. Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here's Fields. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To the air again, Fields. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Dobbins once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on third down, Watson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Another run with Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 4th down, Watson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson now to throw. He gets this one to Boyd.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now it's Watson. Able to find Walner. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the move to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. This will be caught. Judy. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Again, it's Watson. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 2, Fields. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off play action, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, Fields. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw again on second down. Watson. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a second down run with Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Knocked out another turnover on his ledger.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the 27-yard line. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. offense set to get this drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Watson. That's caught by Waller out left side. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw, Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good.
Watson to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Watson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And he's brought down.
10 more yards.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And goal to go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. To throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. Here's Watson. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. The quarterback will keep it himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. What a finish in this one, Charles. This group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Lions, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be back